The comments that you just read have to do with the newest quests added into World of Tanks Blitz for the Skoda T27 and E75 TS. To unlock the Skoda T27, you have 10 minutes to get a first class or ace the vehicle. And to get your hands on the E75 TS, you have to simply win 4 battles in a row. Now, here's the thing about this quest. If you fail it in the first 10 minutes, it's only going to cost you 400 gold to try again and again and again. Now, obviously, if you keep failing, the gold will continuously stack. If you fail 10 times, guess what? That's 4,000 gold you're going to spend trying to get your hands on the Skoda T27. But, at the same time, I believe that this is one of the best events that Wargaming has added into the game. And the reason I wanted to showcase those comments in the beginning is because of the fact that it's just a skill issue. Sometimes you gotta hit people with realism, and today that is what we're going to be talking about. This event is actually one of the best things Wargaming has ever done for the game, for 2 reasons, which I'll be declaring in today's video. First of all, Wargaming didn't have to do this, and you have the opportunity to get your hands on a vehicle for free just by literally playing 2 battles, which will take you 10 minutes. That is an insanely generous offer. And even if you don't get your hands on the vehicle, it is only going to cost you 400 gold to retry. Wargaming literally gave everybody a free Frosty. This Tier 6 Battle Pass tank will sell for 500 gold. Heck, you can watch daily ads, and by the end of this week, before the quest will go away, you will still have enough gold to try once again. That means that if you have just 400 or 800 gold sitting in your account, you have now 30 minutes worth of gameplay time to try and get a very simple first class badge. If it was only a mastery, I could understand it being challenging, but a first class is somewhat challenging, but I think that it should be challenging to get your hands on a Tier 8 premium. You shouldn't just be gifted a vehicle because you loaded into the game. You see, there are 2 reasons why I'm very glad Wargaming decided to release the quests the way they did. The first reason is everybody feels like they're entitled to something when in reality they aren't. Wargaming did not have to make this event at all. And if they didn't make this event, your comments typing, "Oh, the game is rigged and this is unfair," would never even have existed. You would have never complained. It was 10 minutes out of your life that you failed, and now you're mad at Wargaming for giving you the opportunity to get a tank for free. Imagine that. The equivalency of that is like Mr. Beast inviting you to one of his challenge videos, and then you fail, and then get mad at Mr. Beast. That's what I kind of see the people getting mad at Wargaming over this event for. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and the reason why I think this is actually great for the game, is it encourages players to get better. Let's say that you're a 40 to 45% player. You're the kind of person that I get really mad at for constantly driving town on Port Bay and never really learning the maps or putting in the effort that other players do. Why should you be rewarded for not learning how to play the game? Why should you be given a free Tier 8? I have 3 World of Tanks Blitz accounts. I have 2 on NA, and I have 1 on EU. I managed to get the Skoda T27 on my NA account with this morning's recording on the second battle. And on my EU account, my first game was an ace, and I was able to get the Skoda T27. Then I also got the E75 TS. Both the vehicles I didn't have on that account. You'll see a video on that tomorrow morning. So, now I'm on my 3rd account, my NA account, and I am going to once again showcase how you can get your hands on this vehicle for absolutely free. We have the quest ready. Start. We are going to do it in the VK4502A. This is the Tier 9 German Tech Tree Heavy, and it's a vehicle that I personally think will do a very, very solid job at completing this quest. Why? Well, it features a pretty solid gun, it features very good DPM, and it has incredible frontal protection. It's also a tank that nobody cares about, and because of that, it checks all of the boxes for a vehicle that is super easy to get aces in. We are in a very good matchup, but this is actually bad. You want to fight Tier 9s, higher tiered opponents, when you're in a vehicle like this. Why, you might be asking? Because when you killed higher tier opponents, you get more XP. It's factual. So it means if you're placed in higher tiered battles and you kill a tier 9, you will get much more XP than you will in a tier 7 game. So I might have to do 4,000 damage to get a first class in this game. It's not hard to do, but it's definitely going to require a bit more effort. So let's see. First things first, I want to capture this base. That's a pretty important thing to do. Capturing bases gives you passive XP over time, which is absolutely huge. So that alone, there you go. We just got the base captured. That's going to be massive in aiding us. All right, let's see. Got the tiger off to the side. Don't really want to deal with the Luva, going to be honest. Let's see. Tiger's going to poke. We're going to put on our tungsten, and there you go. Nice 340 a damage shell into his vehicle. All right. That's a pretty good start, not going to lie. And Tiger pens me, but guess what? We pin him right back. At the end of the day, we are a higher tiered vehicle, and because we're a higher tiered tank, it's pretty easy to cut through enemy armor like butter. Tiger misses me. Just like that, we are already up to 1,000 buckaroonies of damage. Alright, not too bad. We got the AT7 in the little corner over here. Little low roll, but nothing too bad. I'm just going to get into a side scrape, and hopefully this AT7 tries to pen me in the side. Come on. Okay, there you go. He shoots, and we're going to aim it on his roof. Bonk. 296. Now, I was going to say I'm going to try and sneak that kill into our tally, because getting kills is the most important thing when it comes to getting aces. So I'm hoping that our... Oh, that's unfortunate. Our team is picking up kills like crazy right now, which is not necessarily good. But, bruh, everybody's getting kills. Unfortunate, bro. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's get a pen into the Luva, 284, but he's going to turn to me, which means the Chiri's going to finish him off. Alright, well, it's not a bad start. We have been going up on base cap the entire time, and my teammate goes right in front of me. Gotta love that. But we have been going up on base cap, which is a good start, and we're still getting damage out, which is pretty good. 122 TM's probably going to clear this guy, but I'm hoping that... Oh, come on, let me get the clear. Okay, good. That's one kill. One is better than none. That's the best way to word it. We got the IS-2 shielded over here. Just going to push right on in. There you go. Nice 366 shot. Oh, unfortunate. We didn't get the kill there either. Well, all that's left is the Basilisk, which has some HP. Actually, he's full HP. But for how long? Well, that's a question for only time to tell. We're not able to hit him through the bridge, but that's fine. We're just going to drive right on over, and an easy roll into his tank. Alright, well, okay. There's nobody that's able to hit him right now, apart from me. Come on. Yes, okay. 2 kills. Pretty easy stuff so far, and I don't know if we got what we want, but I'm hoping that that was a good enough game. To be honest, that was a pretty solid battle. We did easily over 3K. I'm pretty confident of that. 3,700. And it is an ace. There you have it. Easiest challenge ever. I mean, literally, easiest challenge ever. There you go. Skoda T27 in my garage. So yes, I do understand that some of you may have very unfortunate battles that unfold in front of you, and even games that I might not have been able to change the course of. But it doesn't take away from the fact that it's only 400 gold to attempt it again. By the way, if you are wondering why I have a different amount of gold in my garage, I did gold the crew on this vehicle as I just decided to purchase it on the tech tree. It's, I mean, a super duper easy tank to accomplish the goal of getting an ace in. I mean, you saw that 3,700 damage, barely any effort whatsoever. It just shows how easy it can be if you pick the right tanks. People always rush to what they think are the rarest vehicles, when in reality, there's great tanks sitting in garages that people completely forget about. And the VK4502A was an absolute goated choice, in my opinion, for getting it on this account. So there you go. Now I have a Skoda T27 at the price of having to gold the crew on my VK45. Either way, I think the main point for today's video got across. Events like this should be welcomed into World of Tanks Blitz, as it encourages players to get better at the game. While I do agree that 10 minutes is a little bit short, and I think it should have been more like 15 or 20 minutes, just for a little bit of RNG when it comes to the teams to be lenient. But for the most part, as I said, it's so cheap to do a reroll that it really doesn't matter. If you don't have 400 gold lying around in your garage in some tier 5 collector or or just the ability to watch gold ads for the next 2 days, 3 days, then I don't know what to say. This event was great, and I personally hope Wargaming brings more things like this in the future. The E75TS is super easy, by the way. Winning 4 battles in a row, especially with the amount of overpowered tanks, not only on the premium side, but even tech tree. VK4502A I could easily win 4 battles in a row with. And when it comes to the rest of the vehicles, I mean, Tiger 2 you could probably easily win 4 in a row. There's just so many good tanks, so I just don't believe that to be, like, hard at all. Either way, that's my take on it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.